I'm Kent Berk. I'm an attorney at the Scottsdale, Arizona law firm of Berk Law Group, where we handle probate, estate, trust, and other types of cases here in Arizona. I want to explain in this video the different types of probate. And when people think after somebody died, oh, I need to open probate, that may not be the case, because you only need to open probate if there are assets that are subject to probate. Stated the other way, you don't have to open probate for non-probate assets. What do I mean by that? Non-probate assets are assets that are, for example, held in the name of a trust, or assets that are held joint tenancy with right of survivorship, meaning after the first person dies, the assets automatically, by the way that they're titled, go to the survivors. For example, there might be multi-party bank accounts, and under Arizona law, if the accounts don't specify otherwise, when the first person dies, the accounts automatically go to the survivors, their joint tenancy with right of survivorship. So assets that already have a designated beneficiary, like life insurance or pay on death designations on bank accounts, those are all non-probate assets, as are assets that are held in the name of a trust. So assuming that there are probate assets, there are different types of probate. The first one is a small estate. And that really doesn't involve opening probate at all. You can administer small estates by simply submitting an affidavit. And there are three different small estate affidavits that can be submitted. First of all is the surviving spouse can claim up to $5,000 of wages of their deceased spouse. Secondly, if there's personal property, meaning vehicles, other personal property, jewelry, debts, stocks, bonds that are valued at no more than $75,000 after any liens or encumbrances. If other elements are satisfied, then you can make a claim to those assets by small estate affidavit. Similarly, real estate valued at no more than $100,000 after all liens and encumbrances are deducted can be claimed by small estate affidavit if some other elements are satisfied. And that value of the real estate is determined as of the date of the person's death, whereas the value of the personal property is determined as of the date of the affidavit. So those are the different types of small estate, quote, probates, even though they're really not probates at all. Other types of probate involve an informal probate, where you're able to submit an application to have a personal representative appointed and a will admitted to probate, or if there's no will, have the probate registrar declare that the person died intestate without a will. If all the elements are satisfied, then you can submit an application to have probate opened. In other circumstances, for example, where you only have a copy of a will, or you anticipate that there might be a contest over which is the last will of the person, then you have to file a formal probate or a petition for probate and appointment of a personal representative, and that involves setting a court hearing and having any contestants or beneficiaries that have different wills or different views present their will or their positions on the validity of the will in a formal probate proceeding. The final type of probate is a supervised administration. So typically, if probate is open, the personal representative administers the probate estate without any court supervision and without getting the court's permission to do anything. In supervised administration, which can be ordered where it's deemed necessary, then the personal representative is restricted and, for example, can only sell real estate if the sale is confirmed by the court, and can only make a distribution of the probate assets to the beneficiaries with permission from the court. The court can also implement other restrictions in a supervised administration, but for those to be effective, they have to be listed in the letters of the personal representative. So that's just a quick overview and a simplistic overview of the different types of probate. Of course, there are other components and issues involved. If you have any questions regarding probate or administration of a probate estate, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.